This was such a ridiculous mistake that it had to be done on purpose. This is a very smart woman. She had to know that such comments would get her into, quote, trouble, unquote. Logic thus says that she wasn't working for NBC. Common sense says she's working for someone else to risk making that kind of comment.
You do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface for Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like, back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character. I want to begin with 2 words. I'm sorry.
Cenk Uygur is number 3 in the countdown for medium personalities one might not suspect is a Cointelpro agent. Cenk Uygur is a fake journalist. If you look into his background, he's a corporate lawyer who's a proverbial rat fucker. People do not become hosts on MSNBC or any of them unless they're very talented, they're a real journalist, or if they're placed. Cenk Uygur was placed. He used to deny the Armenian genocide, for crying out loud. And they made a big deal out of him getting fired from MSNBC. He went on Democracy Now! And said he was being a bit too subversive. Subverse. Oh, Tim Pool. Tim Pool is subversive. He's another one. It's called placement. Who else would put this sort of topic onto MSNBC other than an agent?
Also, fair treatment in court is ultimately the essence of what civil rights is really all about.
Well, but Pastor, nobody's minimizing their earlier civil rights fights. They were historic. There's no question about that. But here they're saying, look, one of the fights in civil rights was, can black people and white people get married together? And even though they love each other, and people said they couldn't. And here it seems to be very, very similar. So I'm asking you, why don't you want to allow these people to have the same civil rights that you fought for earlier?
Well, I don't see that distinctive. You're changing marriage, which is an institution that we know has generational implications. I'm concerned about the next generation, the children. I'm also concerned about the fact that you're saying a father or a mother is not needed.
It's very similar to Megyn Kelly, just by chance arguing for blackface as a Halloween costume. So it's Megyn Kelly is number 4, and then number 3 is Cenk Uygur. I'll never be able to call him Cenk. And at number 2, for who one might not suspect is a Cointelpro agent, is, we'll just go with Joe Rogan. A lot of people know Joe Rogan is a shill. It's emerging as common zeitgeist agreement. But how many frickin' times has Mike Baker been on his show? And number 1 at the top is Alex Jones, because although it has grown in awareness that he could very well be an agent, Cointelpro, whatever you want to call them, there's no pay stub. We know it's true with Hal Turner. We know it's true with Brandon Derby. You can know it's true if there's a pay stub. But you can also know when there isn't a pay stub. If you just research into these people yourselves, you'll start to see that they fit the profile, and it's completely incestuous. I mentioned incestuous links between Brad Blog, Raw Story, all that shite back in the day. And it's the same thing. Now people are talking about multi-channel networks. Okay, I see I have enough audio to do what I do. Okay, thanks for your time and consideration. Take care. Bye-bye.